Hey guys, what's going on? Darren here, and welcome back to the F1 22 My Team Career Mode. And this time, we're at Barcelona for the Spanish Grand Prix. If you haven't seen the last round, go back, go check it out. The Australian Grand Prix was an absolutely incredible race. We scored our second fastest lap and our first fastest lap of the season. And yeah, so just before the Grand Prix gets underway, we're going to be doing the Pirelli Hot Lap Challenge. Now, I'm going to be skipping a lot of these, I think, going forward, mainly because there's nothing really new about them. But this one I don't think I did last time around. I didn't do this gauge challenge, so it's going to be good to actually do this one this time around, so that you guys can at least see what the gauge challenge looks like here at Barcelona. And I got to say, like, compared to some of the other ones, for me this one is one of the easier ones for the gauge challenge at least. So I normally struggle with, I think, the gate challenge at Miami and also the gate challenge at Canada. But the gate challenge one at Spain for me is one of the easiest ones to do. And you can see so far things are going pretty well. We haven't actually missed a gate yet, which is fairly impressive. Although as soon as I say that, we almost run very deep and missed the gate. But thankfully we didn't actually do that. So yeah, so far not missed a gate. And yeah, things are going quite well. So guys, I just want to say, if you guys are enjoying this video, as always, please do smash the like button and subscribe for more F1 content. We've done plenty of My Team this week. We've got quite a few My Team videos, thanks to the fact that we haven't actually got a race weekend this weekend, so we've actually been able to do some more My Team. And I got to say, it's a lot of fun getting back into doing My Team. Obviously, the last few weeks, I hear gay. Last few weeks, we have only been doing one video a week on My Team, thanks to Formula 1 actually being on. But it's good to finally be getting back into doing some more My Team. And before we get to the qualifying session, you see we're currently taking a look at what we could potentially put some upgrades on, because we do have a lot of resource points to spend. So we're going to be going for some weight reduction for, hopefully, the Canadian Grand Prix. So here we are now in qualifying for the Spanish Grand Prix. And guys, just so you know, last season we did a 120.0 in qualifying. The question is, will we be able to beat that this time around? I have a sneaking suspicion based off of the first few races, we are absolutely going to obliterate the fastest lap. So yeah, here you can see Sector 1, 22.4. Yeah, so like I said, based on last season I think we were on average so far about 2 or 3 seconds faster in Season 2 versus Season 1. I think in Australia we were something crazy like 3 or 4 seconds faster in the race. In Saudi Arabia we were something like 3 or 4 seconds. Actually, I think it was something crazy like 5 seconds in the race that we were faster than we were last season. So yeah, we've got some incredible pace versus last season. And you can see on the run to the line, it's a 119.6. So actually, that's quite a small improvement.
Welcome along then to what promises to be another fascinating Spanish Grand Prix. It's a race which saw Max Verstappen take victory on his first ever appearance with the Red Bull team in 2016, after that dramatic coming together of Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Will we see more moments for the scrapbook here today? It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down into Turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through the 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out Turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of Turn 9. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Norris, Max Verstappen, and Hamilton, Russell, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, and Pierre Gasly, Tsunoda, Ocon, Kevin Magnussen, and Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Lance Stroll and Bennett, Albon, Vettel, Latifi and Théo Pourchaire. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
So it's yet another grid penalty for Théo Pourchaire. I don't really know what's happening to him. I think this is, what, round 4? And this is the 3rd race, I believe, he's had a grid penalty due to power unit components changing. I don't really know what's happening. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that he's, you know, we're on round 4 and he's already on his, like, 3rd power unit penalty of the season. So, yeah, not sure what's happening there with Théo. Could do with him not changing components and putting fresh ones in to take penalties every single weekend. It would be quite nice. Anyway, so you can see as we get underway for the Spanish Grand Prix, Zhou Guanyu there had a huge mistake. He had a big hit of oversteer and almost spun off there, but we then went for a move down the inside, but we ran it a little bit deep, but then go down the inside to the next left-hander. Through we go past Zhou Guanyu, and also able to get past Robert Schwartzman. So that is us now up to P16, but Schwartzman's coming back at us around the outside. Can he make a mistake? No, he can't. So that's us now up to P16 here off the line. So it's been a good start for the Spanish Grand Prix. Now it's just a matter of can we keep up with the likes of Stroll and Ocon and Schumacher and Magnussen. We should be able to. We do have a better car than the Aston Martins. So we should at least be able to get Lance Stroll in this Grand Prix. I think we've also got pretty much the same car as the Alpines as well. So it's very mixed with us and Alpine. We're very much matching. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if we can get past the Alpines. I think it's circuit dependent as to whether or not we will be faster at certain parts. So you can see as we end lap 1, there's a Mercedes in the pits, and that is George Russell. George Russell has had to dive into the pits. He got some wing damage at the end of lap 1. So George Russell is in the pits, and for us in our rivalry, that's a good thing, because I think it means we might actually be able to now beat George Russell. You can see the rest about Ocon. Ocon almost lost control of the car, and Ocon, he turns that into the offensive as he goes down the inside on Lance Stroll. We run a little bit deep, and Robert Schwartzman gets past us, and Robert Schwartzman with a beautiful overtake to put the Alfa Romeo ahead of us, so he can drop from P15 to P16. Good move there by Robert Schwartzman, but we're going to be looking to try and find a way surely to get back past that Alfa Romeo driver so we can get back up into P15. Let's go to lap number 4 now here in Spain. So the DRS has now been enabled. And look at the train that's starting to form here behind Lance Stroll. Stroll, of course, starting on those soft compound tyres. It's not going to be too long before those softs start to wear out and he starts to struggle on them. But actually, that being said, it looks like he's pulling away a little bit from Tsunoda. So it's actually a Tsunoda train, not a Lance Stroll train. So my apologies, Stroll. Just used to the train being from an Aston Martin. Anyway, you can see as we start lap 5, we've got the DRS and the ERS, and we're going to go down the inside of Robert Schwartzman. Can we make it stick? There's a slight bit of contact as Schwartzman turns in on us, but through we go past Schwartzman, and that is us now up to P15 here in Barcelona. Next up for us will be Esteban Ocon and Yuki Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri and Alpine respectively. And looks like we've got a yellow flag there. We've got an Alfa Romeo around. What's happened there? I think that's Robert Schwartzman. You see Schwartzman has dropped down. So what's happened to Schwartzman here then? Into turn 1. He goes, he gets on the curb and Schwartzman spins and hits the wall. He's luckily not beached it in the gravel, but Robert Schwartzman, let's look at it from the offboard. He's got the DRS. He goes into turn 1, gets on the curb, and as he gets on the curb, it spins the Alfa Romeo around, and Robert Schwartzman spins and loses a lot of positions there. As we go to lap 7, and we go down the inside on Esteban Ocon. Can we make it stick? Yes, we can. Through we go past Esteban Ocon, and that is us now up to P14 here in Spain. And next up is Yuki Tsunoda. The tyre wear upgrades that we've got on this Pulse Motorsports car is working beautifully for us here, because it means that we can just keep pushing and pushing and pushing and putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. And through we go now past Yuki Tsunoda. That is us now up to P11 as we go towards the end of lap 11 and start at lap 12. You can see there's Mick Schumacher in the pits. Schumacher goes from the soft tyres to the hard compound tyres, and through going out to P10. But we go to the end of lap 19, lap 18, start to lap 19 now, and as you can see, we're now up to P5 as everyone else has come into the pits. So you can see there's a lot of cars in the pits, and now it's at this moment I realise we're in a very good position here, because we're going to be going to the soft compound tyres in about 4 laps time, provided we can just about keep it all on the road on these medium tyres. The medium tyres are wearing out, but as if you can remember from season 1, in season 1 we did a medium to soft here in Spain. We stopped on lap 23, and now we've got some tyre wear upgrades on the car. I'm thinking we should definitely be able to do the same yet again. So hopefully we can do that and once again do a mediums to soft stint here in Spain. We managed it last season. We should be able to do it this season, provided we can, of course, keep it all on track. So last season, also, our fastest lap in the Grand Prix was a 121.0 when we did the mediums to softs. We're currently on a 121.7, and that's on the medium tyres with full fuel. So I definitely think we should be able to beat last season's fastest lap. But you can see as we start lap 21, Daniel Ricciardo goes for a move down the inside. He just couldn't make it stick though. But it was a brave attempt by Ricciardo to try and get past us. Let's go to lap 22. And what's this? That's Sergio Perez, it looks like, pulling over to the side of the track. As Sergio Perez is out of the Spanish Grand Prix. There he is, side of the track, out of the race. And that is us now up to P4 here in Spain. And you know what? I think if we're a little bit lucky, we could be on for a podium here in Spain. We should need maybe one of the cars to retire, and there's a chance we could potentially be looking at a podium if everything goes our way. But at the end of lap 23, start to lap 24, we dive into the pits to go from the medium compound tyres to the soft tyres, which will take us to the end of this Spanish Grand Prix. So off go the mediums and on go the soft tyres. And as you can see, the two Haas cars do jump us, and also it looks like Lewis Hamilton, who's on a two-stop strategy, has got past us as well. We'll just take a quick drink. Hamilton has got out in front of us. However, I'm not too worried about Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton is on a two-stopper, and he does have to stop again here in Spain, so he will fall behind us. Fernando Alonso is currently behind us. He's also on a two-stop strategy as well, so yeah, I don't really know why they've gone for the two stops, but they have chosen to go for it. As you can see here, we're going to go for a fastest lap here in Barcelona. We go purple in Sector 1. The gap between us and Kevin Magnussen is currently 5.6 seconds. I'm not really too worried about Hamilton because, as I said, he does have to stop again. So we're more concentrated now on how much can we close the gap to Kevin Magnussen. It was 5.6, it's now 5.2 seconds to Kevin Magnussen as we go. Surely purple is Sector 2 as well, do we? End of Sector 2. No, we only go green in Sector 2. But the gap between us and Magnussen is now down to 4.9 seconds. It's under 5 seconds now to Kevin Magnussen. And surely we're going to get the DRS on Magnussen in the space of about 2, maybe 3 laps. Yeah, we should get to both the Haas cars of Schumacher and Kevin Magnussen as Lewis Hamilton dives into the pits to make his second stop here in Spain, which should take him to the end of the Grand Prix. We, however, cross the line and do a 120.45, and that is 0.6 seconds faster than we managed last season here in Spain. So we have beaten last year's fastest lap attempt that we did. And you can see now it's going to lap 29. We're going to go down the inside of Kevin Magnussen. Can we make it stick? That's my P7 here in Spain. Through we go past Kevin Magnussen up to P7. And next up on the hit list is Mick Schumacher. And can we get Schumacher here? He's going to lap 30. Down the inside with the DRS and the ERS. Through we go. And that is us now up to P6 here in Spain. And that is 8 points for us. And nothing really happened between then and the end of the race. It's Max Verstappen who wins the Spanish Grand Prix, but we finish in 6th.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home. To the car, the Red Bull team are ready and waiting to celebrate a thoroughly deserved win. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
So that's a very important win for Max Verstappen to reignite his fight in this championship. Max Verstappen's had a few difficult races early on in this season. Of course, he started the Australian Grand Prix down in, I think, 15th place as well. So, yeah, this has been a very important race for the World Championship. Lando Norris also beat Charles Leclerc. So, yeah, Lando Norris will be extending his championship lead. So at the end of the Spanish Grand Prix, it's Max Verstappen who wins the Grand Prix from Sainz in second. Norris finishes third. Daniel Ricciardo finishes fourth for McLaren. Pierre Gasly fifth. We finished sixth. Schumacher seventh. Magnussen eighth. Russell in ninth. And Lewis Hamilton rounds out the top 10. Actually, at the end of the day, he did a 3-stop strategy. And we had two drivers DNF the Spanish Grand Prix. That was Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez. As said in the drivers' standings now, Lando Norris has extended his lead in the Drivers' Championship to 17 points from both Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen, who are tied for second in the drivers. We're in P8, and in the Constructors, Pulse Motorsport is in 5th place in the Constructors' Championship. So as always, comment, leave a like, and if you haven't already, of course, subscribe to the channel for more F1 content. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.